I have two issues with Xi Jinping. This guy's been in charge for 13 years, and he has not addressed that social welfare state that's actually pretty poor. I have two issues with Xi Jinping. First and foremost, I think in 2012, when he ascended to power, he decided to wake up a sleeping giant, a giant that was stuck in the morass and the sands of the Middle East. And I think he overly aggressively pursued some of the national security interests of China. There is absolutely nothing that China needs to do. There's nothing inherently necessary in the South China Sea. You don't have to start pushing into the South China Sea in 2012. You can wait until 2030. The United States of America is today, in 2025, it's July 9th, 2025, the United States of America is spending its tax dollars on ensuring the security of Chinese oil supply. I mean, that's literally what's happening today. The Fifth Fleet in Bahrain is not securing my gasoline, it's securing your gasoline, Xi Jinping. So you have actually not done anything to improve that situation. And by waking up the United States of America to the assertiveness of China, I think that he accelerated the need to challenge the United States. So that's the first issue. I think that was unnecessary. The 2020s could have been the decade where China wakes up America. It didn't have to happen in 2010s. The second thing I would say is that China was on the path towards a lot more entrepreneurship and innovation. I mean, it has a wallops of it already, so it's not like they're doing poorly. I mean, obviously EVs, there's a lot in the financial sector where the payment technology is much better than ours. There's biotech. Yes, biotech for sure. But that could have been better. Why tinker with the model? Now, yes, there is income inequality. I agree with that 100%. But do you improve income inequality by stifling innovation? Or do you improve income inequality by creating, things that a communist party should care about, like a healthcare system, like a social security and pension system? Those are the things that the state is failing to provide in China. It's not entrepreneurship and income inequality of the top that's the problem. The problem is that the state provides very scant social welfare network. And that's, by the way, the root of many problems in China. The reason that people buy so many condos is because they expect to sell them so that they can get dentures when they're older, so that they can, heal themselves when they're older. That's the imbalance in this economy. And quite frankly, this guy's been in charge for 13 years, and he has not addressed that social welfare state that's actually pretty poor. America and China in many ways similar. I mean, one of them is that they don't rebalance income inequality, and they don't have the level of government spending on social welfare state that I think an advanced economy would have. So I think that's another failure. So those are my two problems with Xi Jinping. I think he challenged the US unnecessarily early. Seems like an ego play, quite frankly. He ascends to power, so China must then, at that moment, challenge the US. I thought that was unnecessary. And then the second thing is, he and his government have talked about social welfare state. They understand how important it is in reducing leverage to condos and real estate, but they haven't actually addressed it significantly.